I mean, I should have known this was gonna happen, right? Because people were even like saying with the announcement like a month ago, right, that they're basically telling the like soft telling the talents to leave. Right, that's basically what they're implying by what they're doing to them. So yeah, this should have been expected, but it's just real frustrating. It's just, yeah, I think some of them like try to, because I think I didn't think about it because a lot of them like didn't really talk about, like they actually like talking about how they were gonna keep going and stuff too. I guess maybe I didn't pay attention with the other ones, but I feel like with Auron, like he was one with like Robert was like, oh, things are gonna be exactly the same. So yeah, Auron is definitely like the most surprising one, I'd say. Oh, the ones who did leave. And Uyu and Fuma not leaving actually is surprising to me as well. I wonder if, because it might be like a sustainability thing. I think especially for like Miyabi and like Tenma, it's a sustainability thing, maybe in Shien. But yeah, Auron does surprise me, but people were bringing up like, yeah, I mean, if they're not getting support, and Auron was like talking about like, hey, like let me join like their friend's company, so yeah, he might just do that. Although apparently also they said end streaming activities. Yeah, they're concluding their streaming activities because like Rika and was it Miyabi or something like that are still doing another thing. So yeah, apparently they're kind of still gonna be there, but for like a voice acting thing. But yeah, they're done with streaming. Which I still feel like is basically a graduation because people are like, oh, it's not graduation. It's like, I mean, come on. it is one. Let's be real. Alright, like it's the same with affiliates. Like, oh, they didn't graduate, guys. Like, come on. Like Chloe has not shown up in Hololive thing since Shion's final stream, which was over a year at this point. Because yeah, I don't even think she showed up in like the concert or anything, which I thought she would. So she sends like, so like, oh, we're gonna drag her to one if we ever have one, and then they had one, they didn't. But yeah, she Ame, yeah, I was gonna say Shion graduated. Ame has showed up a few times. Was the last time like the Zeta live, or was it like a fest like voiceover? I think it was like for Zeta's live. Like Ame has shown up a few times. But yeah, like the affiliations are basically like, yeah, they're graduating. they're leaving Holo, dude. Like that's what these mean. Yeah, Chloe's used her affiliate duties like once. I mean, maybe there was another time it just never got clipped, but I feel like it'd be crazy if it didn't. You know, that seems kind of important. So yeah, I feel like it would get clipped. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. Like, and even just reading like the interview that Yago did like a week ago, like they have no idea what they're doing with Holostars. They really don't. Like they're still trying to do like, oh, we gotta get a female audience with stars, and it's like, dude, you can't. I feel like it just with content creation, they just don't know how content creation I think works is the problem, right? You need like. You shouldn't like shoot for an audience, right? Like you should just be yourself and then your audience will build like around you essentially, right? Like that's gonna be the best, easiest way to get your audience. Like I think catering to these people, like, I mean, it's not gonna be great for your mental, and then also like it's just not authentic. Like people will see the inauthenticity. I don't know that's a word. There's inauthentic, but I don't think inauthenticity is a word. But they'll see you being inauthentic, and they won't watch you. They like, and like I don't think stars that like that was kind of the problem. I think there was more of a discovery problem because like yeah, you look. Obviously, subchem doesn't mean much, but like when every single Hololive talent that was there for more than 3 months has more subs, including Sonic, who's not been there for 4 years, over every single Holostar. There was a systemic problem, dude. Like, one would think there'd be a systemic problem that they just never addressed. Like, and they still refuse to address it. And I think even if they don't do it, like, it's still gonna shoot them in the foot later. Because you have all these great content creators that just aren't doing anything, basically. They're just staying within their bubble. And I don't think that's a good thing for them. It's not healthy for them to just stay in their bubble. Like, I think Aki, Toa, like, Botan, the ones who collab outside are going to be more ahead of the curve later on. When they're actually collabing with people outside. Now, sure, obviously, like, their audience could go and watch other people that are part of that, right? But, like, I think it's just better for them if they just keep going out and collabing with other people. And they just don't. I mean, I even hear, like, Pekor being like, oh, I wish we had, like, more pro gamers, like, in Hollow. It's like, I mean, you could go and find them. It's not like you only have to collab with Hollow Life members. I know she's super introverted, right? But it's like, you don't have to just collab with Hollow Life members. You can collab outside of it. I mean, yeah, to be fair, she has collabed with Niji a few times, like Niji Sanji members, but I think just the most frustrating thing about Stars is that you can literally see not Niji Sanji, right? Like, literally have male VTubers do super well, and the main difference is, like, they're just with the girls, like, and you can see that, and Cover just refuses. Because, like, they look at all these other stuff that's doing well, and that, I guess, with Niji doing well with male VTubers, they're just like, eh. I mean, like, I did tweet something, because, like, yeah, so they basically took away their support, right? So obviously they're gonna, like, half of them are gonna leave, like, a lot of them are gonna leave, because there's no point, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, we sincerely hope that the talents who have chosen to take a different path will continue to lead bright and fulfilling careers. And it's like, yeah, they didn't really have a choice. Like, you kind of forced them to do that, to make that decision. Like, I think Robru is, like, realistically the only one who really didn't have to do it. Like, I'm honestly surprised it was only, like, 6 of them still stayed. Because, like, yeah, like, I would think it would only be, like, Robru. So, I am surprised it's, like, 6 of them, especially Uyu and Fuma. But, I mean, like, yeah, Olga and Estelle, I think, makes sense also, because they're, like, up there. Izuru, I think, kind of, like, was in that middle tier. So Izuru is also a little surprising, but yeah, I think the 2 biggest shockers is definitely Uyu and Fuma. It might have just been from that initial, like, Holostars and them, like, riding off of that has been helping them. But, like, I literally said, like, I remember Ruse saying how baffled he was by the incompetent decision Covers making Holostars, but at what point does incompetence become negligence? Like, because I feel like Covers made every single wrong move with Stars. Every single decision they've made with Stars has been wrong, or, like, a bad move. Right? Because, again, they're not getting at the key issue, at the root of the issue here. Which is, like, you can't do a female in a female idol group and a male idol group in the same company. Like, if you want male idols, you have to put them with the females. That's how it works. Like, that's the only way it's going to work. And Niji even, like, kind of showed that. There's also people are like, oh, how's different? No, it's not, dude. They both have fests. Like, a lot of their members still make music. Like, they're the same thing. I hate the whole, like, oh, well, they're different. No, they're not. Like, they really aren't. Like, sure, I guess, like, Covers a little higher quality ones when it comes to performances, but that's about it. Even Vispo has freaking, like, fests, dude, and they make music. And they literally have esports in their freaking acronym. So, yeah, I hate the whole argument that Hollow is different than Niji and Vispo, because it's not. It really isn't. If you get down to it and actually see, like, what they are, like, they aren't that different. And 2 of those have very openly collab with dudes, and they're doing perfectly fine. Like, it's crazy. Crazy how that works. Now, is Vispo smaller? Sure. But I think also Vispo only has, like, 20 people. Oh, they do have EN, but how many people does Vispo have? Can I just see like talents? Probably member, singular. There's a few. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's 25 JP, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 EN. So what, 32? So like, I mean, yeah, it's smaller, but it's like not that crazy. Also, yeah, they still make music. There's literally a Shanti cover. It's like, bro. Like, they do the same things, man. Like, I don't understand how people are like, oh yeah, no, they're different. No, they're not, dude. They're like the same. It's ridiculous when people are like, oh yeah, no, they're different. No, they're not. Just because like cover says they're an idol company, like doesn't mean that they're different. It's like, I mean, yeah, like I guess just on the labeling part it's different, but like if you actually get down to it, they're not different at all. So it's like I don't get it. But like, yeah, it's literally just freaking. They're just the same as Hollow, basically, right? I just don't get it. Let me see Vispo sub count. Right, yeah, Hololist has it. Oh, I thought Hinano had way more than just like 1 million exactly. I thought she had like 1,200,000. Unless it hasn't been updated in a minute, but I feel like that'd be kind of weird. I mean, I think the EN girls on Vispo is doing way worse because yeah, I think they don't get like clipped at all. I did also see from someone being like, I think corporate VTubing is dying. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the only reason corporate VTubing is dying or it will die is because of capitalism. That is entirely why. Because you even look at like VShojo, why it failed. I mean, it was a greedy business owner, right? Niji's had some scandals with some greedy CEOs, right? Like, it's just, I think that's what's gonna kill it. And like, I don't think having these like corporation, like these VTubing agencies, right, is bad. It's just capitalism is just killing it. And like Japanese capitalism is just murdering it, dude. It's like, I mean, there's a reason why like so many of these companies are failing is because they're doing like capitalism stuff, dude. It's just like, oh, cool. Because like, yeah, you can't really take streaming and like VTubing, right, a very artistic field, and apply the capitalist straps to it, right? Like, the capitalist points to it. It's just not gonna do well. Eventually it's gonna pop and it's gonna burst. Unless you're proactive and you get with the times, dude. Because I mean, even with stars, I mean, the whole reason why that happens because I think they just prioritized like short-term profits, and also just went off of the wrong assumption of, oh yeah, the girls will get the guy viewers and then the guys will get the girl viewers. It's like, no, dude. You can't do that with like VTubing and live streaming. You can't just be like, all right, appeal to this lot, like, and then be happy with themselves, right? Like, and be their authentic selves. That like just not possible. You have to basically tell them to be someone they're not. So yeah, like they're not gonna be popular then, or like if they are, they're gonna be miserable. So like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's just very frustrating. Also, Kazuha, I think that's how you say it. But he's the VTuber with the most watch hours, even more than Pekora and even more than Miko. And like, it's so frustrating seeing this stuff and like obviously seeing that male VTubers can work, and just Cover's absolute refusal to like do it how Niji did, which succeeded. Like, it's just beyond frustrating. Because it's like, yeah, the solution is so obvious and right in front of them. I mean, like, yeah, now obviously at this point they're gonna have to go through a lot of freaking nonsense and negative PR for the dumbest of reasons. But like, yeah, if they're serious about keeping stars around, like the remaining stars, like you have to merge with the girls. There's literally like no other options at this point. Because you're hoping for one of them to be a Suisse, which Rika just left, like, so that's not great. And like Auron also would have maybe helped with that, also with maybe in the like Corone type of like getting that viral clip or something, and he's gone. Rio also could have been like the Suisse, and well, that obviously didn't work out. So like, yeah, I guess you're hoping for like Izuru to get, or maybe Fuya and Uyu to get the Suisse nod, which like is not gonna happen because they're also literally out of the 6 to 3 lowest performing, I believe, so that's not gonna happen. And then again, what I said with the Corone thing, I don't think they realize how 1 in a million, like 1 in a trillion even, like probably even rarer, that instance they got was. Like they just ruined it. They completely soiled it with the stars, just completely. And it's so frustrating because like, yeah, can I look up like most valuable like VTubing agencies? Most valuable VTubing agency is most popular. Okay, well that stream starts and it seems like this has been wait, hang on. Let's see if it loads now. Okay, it was just weird. Oh, well, indie counts, yeah, alright. Niji's second, but this is by hours watched, so yeah, by peak viewers actually Hollow is ahead of them. Average viewers, Hollow's ahead of them. What is United Talent Agency? I don't know that one. Oh, that's Iron Mouse, Henya, and Shoto. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. When did they make this? I do not know this, like, at all. Huh. Is that Rumble? Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense if it's like Iron Mouse and Henya. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Why does it show Japan twice? Okay. Yeah, why do they include independent? Like, that's not an agency. That's so weird that they just include independent. Or at least like put it like the bottom or something. Like, I don't know. But like, that's insane. Like, because all like peak viewers 112,076, go down to Holostars 15,874, and then if you go average viewers for Hololive, it's 4,017. For stars, it is 355. Like, that is insane. That's insane, dude. Oh, this seems old actually, because this is 27 channels. Although it says it's for less. Oh, maybe that's how many channels are streaming. Yeah, what if I do? Oh, I guess it can only last 30. Yeah, or else I need a subscription for it. Very cool. Yeah, there's actually more follow, so I guess, yeah, there's... That doesn't seem right, though. There's like 27 of them that streamed. I don't think the channel count is right, but... Okay. Well, actually, there might be 40 of them, so actually that makes more sense. Yeah, and ID is here for 15. Device is at 10. Yeah, because it's also not including device, so yeah, actually there's probably like 40 of them. If you're just doing like Hololive JP. Which, I mean, yeah, that's actually also crazy. If it's just Hololive JP and then Niji Sanji JP, like, yeah, that's a wild difference. So, in fact, they're only what, 4 million behind or something like that. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. You know, it's absolutely Hollow. That's the most popular freaking streaming site. Absolutely. I mean, you can even, because like, yeah, Marion has 4 million subs, and Kazuha, I think, is actually the only one who has 2 million in EG. So it's like, yeah, I mean, There's also that, because yeah, Holo has like 13, I think, that have 2 million. No, 12, I believe. That's literally a question I have, so I should know that. I believe it's 12. Unless it was 13 because of Subaru recently, but it's also going to be a minute for Holo to get another one to 2 million. Why should they show El Salvador, Tunisia, and Albania for the independence? Ugh. Yeah, Vispo's 5th, man. I mean, like, they're doing more than, like, average viewers 3,358. Like, they're only 1,300 less than Holo. It's like, and they still collab very open with like dudes and stuff. So it's just like I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Like they get more viewers than EM, but yeah, I think also V2 is just bigger in Japan than it is in the West. Bro, 283 average viewers for Holostars. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Device has more average viewers than Hololive English, which that's actually interesting because that says 2.3 thousand, which I feel like all of them like hit over that. Unless it's like the Ian Reco streams have killed it, but like I feel like that would be the last 7 days if anything. Because yeah, they're really spread out on the view counts. But I was even looking at it, right, like Subaru when she was streaming Forza had 40,000 live viewers and Miko had 30,000 and they were streaming at the same time. And I think there was still a couple who had like double digit, like 5-digit view numbers. The lowest one was Ririka at like low 2,000, high 1,000. And it's like, dude, like there's so much potential here that you're just wasting. Because Ririka also like has collabed with dudes before. She was on the like GTA role playing stream, that RP GTA, when she first like debuted with Al. She was in the Pizza Family with Auron. Like, it's just freaking so stupid. You know, it's absolutely Hololive. 100%. Like I looked up most valuable VTubing agency, V Shoujo is one of them. I don't think it was. It's just like, yeah, covering any color, the two dominant agencies in the VTuber market. The market values cover at 125 billion yen and any color at 170 billion yen. Actually, that's not that much, is it? This is from like a year ago, but yen to USD. Is it 125 billion? I'll just put a B. No, okay. 1,000 million. Is there just like a easier way to do this? Probably. Let me just 25 billion. I wish I could just say billion instead of just like having to put in the number. Okay, well I could put in the B, but it doesn't know what it's talking about. 125 billion. This scientific notation, is that what I want? Like I just want the whole thing. That's not what I want. Yeah, what is it in what I want? Like written out? Because I just want to copy paste it basically. I'm not gonna. Yeah, okay. Just give me that so I can infer it easier. Cool. Oh, but now I have to do with the freaking US dollar. Okay, so ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, million. So yeah, they're actually worth less than a billion company-wise, which is kind of surprising. But that was also a year ago. But the fact that they also made those cuts, I don't know, makes it seem like they really haven't grown much. But I mean, the publicly made stuff though, it seems like it always shows that they're growing. So there's a VTuber research report. Deeply entrenched fan culture norms. It didn't say how much, it just said that they account for 2.06 billion. But yeah, no, they are over half, and then North America's about a fourth, so yeah, it's still much smaller in the West. I mean, I guess Europe is 13, but yeah, you can't throw that. I mean, yeah, even like all this combined, it's still obviously less than half. Those V shoujo in that, that's crazy. Oh yes, NFTs. Oh. Yeah, any color is apparently worth 2 billion USD at its peak. It seems like it's actually gone down since. Who would have guessed that the entertainment application segment dominates the V-tier market? That's crazy. Actually, individual creators represent 42.2 billion. Agencies actually represent less than that. That's crazy. And this is when V Shoujo was still around, so yeah, it's probably even less now. If V Shoujo doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't really say how much like Hollow's worth, I think, but oh no, it says 1.5 billion. Is its market capitalization exceed 1.5 billion? I don't know what that means, but that's funny that they have like V Shoujo have its own paragraph. It's like, yep, they did not make it. It says they had 20 billion, 135 million for any color, which is Niji. Yeah, I guess it's not as big as I thought. Yeah, it's funny because like they did this in 2025, so they must have done this like right before V Shoujo like folded, just imploded in on itself. Yeah. I mean, that is interesting that, yeah, even like individually though, like that still is what makes the majority of the VTuber market. Well, it's plurality, I believe. It was like 40%. Yeah, it was 40% that, 30% agency, and I don't know what the other rest of it was, but that's what they had it listed. I mean, it's just so frustrating to see how big Hollow is. Like, I mean, yes, Niji is bigger, but I do have a feeling that also, like, them having dudes that succeed is also what is part of why they are bigger. You know? And, like, have made more money. Because, yeah, I think if they just combined... If they just never made Stars, right, and just made, like, a male generation under Hololive, like... and just didn't separate them at all, it would be much different. Because I hate when people are also like, oh, well, the girls aren't interested. It's like, yeah, also Pecora wasn't interested in talking to Vivi. And then they like talked in like the Minecraft server, and then wow, they became great friends. Crazy how that works, you know? So like, I feel like also saying like, oh, they have no interest doesn't really move me. Because it's like, yeah, also I wasn't interested in talking to my high school friend, like middle school, high school friend, dude. And then we sat next to each other and like, hey, you're pretty cool. And then we like hung out for like all of middle school and high school. Like, but yeah, like elementary school, I wasn't super interested, you know? Like if someone asked me in elementary, I'd be like, hey, I'm probably not interested in talking to that guy. It's crazy how that works, you know? I mean, it's just like they set up everything to just fail, like have the Holostars fail. Like, the stars did not deserve this. Like, they deserve to be with the girls as far as popularity goes, right? And Cover basically just said no, that we will not do that. And yeah, it's basically screwed everybody over, right? It's just super frustrating. I mean, yeah, I think Niji's the most profitable, but Hollow I think is the most popular. Right. I mean, to be fair, like, you don't even think of a Niji V2 really. Like, a normie's not gonna think of that. They're gonna think of Galgura or Iron Mouse, right? At least in the West. Which Galgura's a Hololive VTuber, so yeah, like, it does make sense. It's just, I also refuse to believe that, like, they would lose that much from not having unicorns. Because I feel like just, like, if you were to ask, like, the fans of these people, like, most of them are gonna be, like, related to their personality, right? It's not gonna be like, oh, I want to sleep with them, you know? It's like, that's not gonna be part of it. Or, like, the fact that they don't collab with dudes. I mean, some people are gonna have that, but it's like, I feel like it's a very small amount, and most of them it's just gonna be a personality thing, and if they do decide they want to collab with dudes, like, they'll go along with it. Like, I also just think in the long run it's terrible for them to keep doing this, because, like, I mean, hey, like, America grew out of this, right? America had the same mindset, right? In, like, the 40s and stuff, like, the same exact mindset, not having, like, these huge movie stars not date, or like at least publicly reveal that they're dating someone. And then, like, in the 90s, I think Keanu got, like, there was a controversy where Keanu revealed his girlfriend and it was like a librarian or something, and then, like, it just kind of stopped, right? Like, now it's just something that we don't really think about, you know? It's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Just, like, be open about your relationships and stuff. And, like, the thing is, Japan is gonna have that same shift, right? Like, they're not gonna keep the unicorn mindset forever. So, like, if you keep doing it, then, like, yeah, you're just gonna fall behind eventually. right? If you want to keep this going for as long as possible, you should probably get ahead of the curve and like be a trailblazer in that way. Like, I truly think like if Apollo just put the guys with the girls, like they could have had something truly revolutionary and truly trailblazing, like, and they just didn't do it. Like they just basically screwed over the guys who joined because they didn't do anything for them. Because I think I also saw from like a JP comment that seemed to imply that they've been getting harassed by like unicorns ever since the OGs debuted. Like, if that is not a systemic problem, I don't know what is. Like, and you just refuse to address it for 7 years or like 8 years. However long they like debuted. I think it was like 2018, 2019. Like, you just let it sit and simmer and didn't do anything about it. Like, and it's also frustrating because I see like the other guys just like being like, well, we gotta keep our head down and just like work with each other like the stars. And it's like, dude, you need to work with the girls at this point. There's like an inherent rot within this community that like you need to get rid of. And yes, it's not gonna be fun, it's not gonna be pretty, but it's something that needs to be done. Even after, like, even if Stars fails completely and all of them are gone, it's still something that should be done. Like, it's just very dumb. Because yeah, that would also make a lot of the other girls more willing to go out and do other events, you know, meet other people, have more interactions. Because I have seen from people that like, yeah, it gets pretty stale with Holo, right? Because they collab with only people within the agency pretty much, outside of like a few of them, right? With like Aki, Toa, I mean the Holostars do. That's because they can't collab with the girls. But like, yeah, like outside of like a few of them, like they all of them collab with the same like few people. So yeah, to some people it's gonna be very stale. And like, yeah, like a lot of people actually jump ship to Vispo because yeah, they collab with outside of their company, dude. Like they collab with dudes and do all these big events. And yeah, so like a lot of people jump ship because it obviously isn't as stale then. But yeah, like I should see if like people saying that because I know Suisei, I'm pretty sure did a. Oh, actually, isn't she like Suisei Hoshimachi? Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure. I feel like if anything, she would have been the replies. Oh, doesn't she have a sub account also? She might put it on her sub account. Yeah, she does have a sub account. I'll check her replies real quick. See, yeah, okay. I'll check her sub account. See if she said anything. She didn't, but I would assume like Aki or I'm following Aki, but I'm not followed to anybody else. So I assume if she did say anything, she replied to them. Yeah, they also didn't. I mean, it's just kind of also sad that like none of the girls, like they kind of did the thing, freaking when the announcement hit like a month ago, and yeah, it sucks. Yeah, like it's just sad, you know, like that's really like, it's just sad. Cause yeah, it seems like they actually didn't say anything like this time around. They're like leaving. No, Toa retweeted it on her main channel. or main channel, main account. I mean, yeah, it seems like that's the most it's gonna be. I mean, yeah, I guess they're leaving, right? So it's like, what's gonna be like, hey, support them, you know? I mean, I guess for like the remaining ones, yeah, like that's good, but it's just super frustrating. Uh, I mean, it's just baffling the incompetence. That was probably not on for a while, but it's just baffling the absolute incompetence of how they treated them. Like, bro, like, Ruse probably knows so much more than we do. I also saw, like, something that was interesting with what Rio said. Right, with his, like, announcement. I'm gonna get to it, but... Dang, he tweeted, like, a lot since then. Okay. Also, like, nobody was able to translate the notes that they said, which also kind of sucked. It's like, I was hoping someone would help with that, but... Yeah. But it says, there's also a selfish part of me that feels relieved, thinking that finally the day has returned where I can face everyone without any secrets. So, like, that part also makes you feel like that there's gonna be some tea spilt, but I mean, maybe that's also just like, hey, I can actually, like, say whatever I want, like, as an indie, basically. Like, it's for, you know, I don't have to, like, not be able to say anything because I'm a part of a corpo. Like, that could be what you're referring to, but... I mean, like, they're about to leave, right? I feel like you should just, like, you might as well just throw whatever, like, say whatever story there is at this point. Yeah. It's just so upsetting. Because it's like, this shouldn't have happened. Like, it really shouldn't have. It's just Cover played this, like, they handled this so poorly that this happened. Like, it is straight up their fault, dude. Like, I don't know what else there's to say, man. They just handled this so poorly. And, like, also, I mean, like, yeah, Yaga was already head of Holostars, technically, like, even before. Because, I mean, yeah, the Holostars existed before they went public, so it's like... I mean, I don't have too much faith that Yaga's gonna change, especially since he literally is still adamant about them being, like, catering to women. It's like, I just don't think that's gonna work. Also, the fact that there's 6 of them and 2 of them don't have a gen mate, right? Because they talk about with, like, Unit B and Regloss and Flowglove, like, oh, you're really gonna focus on, like, these units and prop up these units, which I also think is kind of, nah, you know? Especially with, how content creation works, you probably actually do want to make them all in, like, put them all in one spot. So, like, I think this does actually not help them out also, but I mean, it's probably to give them more of an identity and have them stand out more, which, like, I feel like you still can do, like, if they're all together. I just, like, yeah, obviously the JP channel would be cluttered, but it's like, I mean, that's just kind of how YouTube works, man. It's like, you kind of have to put all your stuff in one place, unless they're different video lengths, then you can't. Then you have to put them separate. But yeah, with something like Device and Regloss and Flowglow, like, I don't know if putting them in separate channels is necessarily going to help them. But yeah. It's just... I mean, like, what do you do for stars, dude? Like, There's 6 of them left in JP Stars. Like, at that point, you should just have them try to work with, like, collab with the girls. Or put them in with the girls somewhere, dude. Like, in a hologram or something. Because, like... I mean... there's 6 of them, dude. You can't really do the whole, main channel stuff. I mean, even then, though, it seemed like, what is it? But yeah, they haven't had a video in 2 months. Over 2 months. Like, it's freaking crazy, dude. Because yeah, I think actually they haven't had a video since the announcement that they were getting, like, downgraded, basically. Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, there's, what, 2 pairs of 2 that have, like, their gen mates still, technically, and then... Oh yeah, it began in June 2019, so it's there. Yeah, there's 2 pairs of 2, and then 2 people who have not gens together, which I guess then that probably would be an Oga and Izuru. If anything, they probably put them together. Just because they're like the misfit toys, basically, if they're gonna run this how they... You know? Gonna run it like that. It's just such like a systemic problem that just will never address, I think, as long as Stars is in there. And it's just so frustrating. Because, like, yeah, I get it with, on the girls' side, right? Like, they'd want as little drama as possible, and I understand that. It's just, like... I mean, though also you can argue that, like, they just shouldn't have separated them to begin with. Like, if Yago just made, like, oh, hey, here's a male, like, gen, right? Like, here's all of, like, we would have had for Gen with Holostars, but we put them in with Live. Like, maybe put them on the Live website, and just their branch now is called Holostars, right? Like, I think it would be much different, right? And then on The Office, obviously they weren't separated, and they tried to hide the girls from the guys, which is also insane. Because, like, dude, the girls can consent. Because there's also, like, apparently Axel said at one point, the person unfortunately didn't have the source. But apparently Axel said at one point that's taboo for a Holostar to ask a Hololive girl to collab. And it's like, dude, they can consent. Like, that's insane. They can say no, man. Like, I don't get why they get in trouble for, like, trying to ask the girls something. Like, they're not princesses, dude. Like, they're like children. They're adults. They can handle themselves, you know? It's like... It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the announcement also probably killed my sleep schedule because I literally saw the announcement right before I was about to go to bed. Yes, I go to bed that late because I think it was like 5 or 6. The announcement happened. But yeah, I was so annoyed that I literally couldn't sleep. So I got up like 2 hours later and then tweeted a bit, watched a few videos, and I took a nap at 1. Took like a 4-hour nap. So yeah, my sleep schedule's probably gonna be all kinds of messed up, but it is how it is, I guess. It's just beyond frustrating, dude. It's just like... Because this just should not have happened, dude. Like, literally, like, how, dude? How do you have the most popular VTubers in the world and, like, you just do nothing with it? Like, I just don't get it. I also just don't get Mech Park either, like, with how they're running it. Because it's, like, yeah, I get, like, the rawness and, like, you know, the girls trying to figure it out. themselves. Like, I can understand that, like the appeal of it, but it's like, I feel like Hollow's at the point where they're long past that. They don't need to do that. Right? That should have just been like a neat thing about old Hollow, is that most of the girls were in that same boat. But I feel like now that several of them have done it for like nearly a decade at this point, like over 5 years, it's like, why are they separated? Like, just have them at, like, isn't that why the senpai are there? Just so they can ask them like questions or anything? Like, I just don't understand why they need to be by themselves in this isolated thing. Because, like, you don't really need a super authentic, like, thing, you know? Just like them being in Hollow, like, I mean, well, I guess I should say, like, them being in Hollow, like, they'll attract an authentic fan base, right? There will be people who Oshi them, right? Just from being in Hollow and how many people have eyes on them, like, that's just a given. So, like, it's just, I don't know why, because they also are literally using this as like a, oh, we're looking in the future, which, like, yeah, if you want to get like younger, more raw talents, I can understand that. But just like having them separated doesn't make any sense. Also, the fact that they don't get live 2D and until they debut also is stupid. Like, that also doesn't make any sense. Because, like, part of the thing that, like, people will, like about a VTuber is, like, how expressive they are with their models. And if they don't have one, they can't really be expressive with it now, can they? So, yeah, this is, like, also Mech Park. I just don't like it. Like, I think the way they're running it just doesn't make any sense. Again, like, especially, again, with them seeing, like, oh, this is our, like, for our future. This is what we're doing. It's like, okay, if you want to look for your future, get like younger people, or like, yeah, even if you don't want to take a risk, right? Like, you can take a risk on like 1 or 2 younger talents, right? And then like some more established ones you can shoot for after that. But it's like, I don't know why you need to do it like this. I guess there's, you know what, the actually what's more frustrating about that is that they look at Niji for that. That's what they look at Niji for. They don't look at him for the fact that, like, they have a lot of popular male VTubers because they're with each other. They looked at the freaking, like, whatever the Mech Park equivalent was for Niji. I remember in that freaking interview now. It's so stupid. That's actually even more infuriating. That's what they took from Niji. Are you serious, dude? Like, oh my god. That makes it even worse, man. I hate everything. Like, oh my god. How is that what you take from Niji? Like seriously? That's what you take from Niji. Okay. Yeah, cause what was it even called? Like, cause he talked about it, and it's just like, yeah, he said to create value for talent, securing talent be a starting point. It's like, that they also in addition will implement measures such as setting up permanent auditions. So it makes it seem like yeah, you can't just go straight to it. Providing them with their own curriculum and training to identify those with potential to become the next generation of top talent. It's like I feel like you still can put them in this like lower spot, but like, yeah, just have them interact with the girls still, right? Like, I feel like that's fine. Like, yeah, just make it so like they're just the ones who, like, you know, just what they do with new gens when they don't have their 3D, right? Just like have them react to like the concerts and stuff, you know? Like, I feel like that's fine. You can like do like the fan chant stuff. Like, you can do that. It's just like, I don't know why they have to be separate. Yeah, VTA is the Niji Sanji thing. There are quite a lot of YouTubers out there. It's quite difficult for individual talents to stand on their own, which has been more importance on unit development. So it's like, yeah. Doing this becomes possible not only for each individual talent to grow the channel, but for the company to grow the group's channel and grow together. See, like, this is like, it's like, yeah, dude, like, why do this with everybody? Like, why does that have to be specifically the, like, just Regloss or just Flowglow? Why is it just not everybody? It's like they're so close to it, dude. It's like, oh my god. Like, they're so close to it. Oh, see, I guess he didn't really necessarily take it from Niji. It was just like in the question they asked it. It was in the Q&A that a reporter asked. They mentioned VTA for Niji, so they didn't. Yaga didn't bring it up as like a thing they looked at. It's like also like, yeah, you can still, because even with the Realist Flogo things, like, yeah, you can still have them interact with girls. Like, why are they separate? I still am like confused on that. Because like, yeah, they bring up Regloss and Flogo, and it's like, yeah, they're still like in Hololive. Like, again, like, I feel like if you want to do like a G League like type thing where if you feel like they're not ready for performing live on stage, like, yeah, just do what the talents do when they don't have their 3Ds, right? And like, just to have them do like the fan chants and like live react and stuff, right? Like, I feel like that makes so much sense. It seems like that's not what they're gonna do. Yeah, they grow with the director. They said if a unit is difficult to manage after debut, it can hinder their growth. Which I don't know what that necessarily means. Because, like, oh yeah, strong communication skills, like working part of a unit. Which I guess that's what they mean. Just have them work on their communication skills. Like, I don't know, man. They grow with the director's unit before and then promote them based off that. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they said Japan started earlier. EN, we're still in the process of trying it out, which it's not going to work out. I'm gonna just saying that. Yeah, there's that, and then, okay, I'm just gonna tag. So Nichi, the only thing in the article is that. It's just like, I feel like with everything they describe, right? Like, you would put the guys and the girls together, right? That's just literally what you're saying in your messaging. Like, a culture enjoyed by all, and like all of this, right? Like, enjoying it by everybody, and you just, you don't. With how everything's structured, it's like, because yeah, like, that's just the fundamental issue, is like they're just running two different companies as one company. It's like, that doesn't work, dude. Two companies that do the exact same thing. It's just that one of them also has a group of people that don't want them to collab with dudes, so that also screws them over. Like, oh, great. That's awesome. I see he said something about Gen AI that I don't think people would like. Yeah, because he said he doesn't see generate AI as a threat. I mean, that's another thing. I think Corey's gonna get. I guess in Japan it's different, right? But like, Corey's gonna get thrown to the freaking. Gets so much hate for the AI version of herself. My thing on the AI V2 means, like, I feel like, yeah, Neurosum is fine. Because she has like her own novelty, being like the only one. Just like, I think it's fine if there's one that does it. Even then, like, even with Vettel though, I think Vettel, it's in his Twitch account. Like, I think it's still called Vettel, right? Like, ultimately. I actually followed to Vettel, so we'll see if he changed it, but yeah, it's still Vettel 987, right? It's still his like Twitch channel. And I'm not sure about it now because I haven't really seen it, but like I'm willing to bet that there's still like a lot of back and forth between Vettel and Neuro, so there's still like some human interaction in it too. So like I do think like Neurosama's different. It's just like, yeah, we just don't need more Neurosamas. I feel like one is fine for the novelty of it and we can move on. But yeah, in this article he actually did acknowledge them. But also, yeah, I feel like, because this is something they always bring up with AI. However, I think that basically will lead to a situation where people who want to be creators but couldn't will be able to create videos simply by giving instruction to AI. In a sense, it'll run the basic creators. The problem with this argument is like, the reason why people can't do it is because they don't have enough time in the day. Right? Especially in Japan, because it seems like they work like 12-hour shifts or something. Like, yeah, no, another idea is to make them work less with the same pay so they can actually like learn how to do this stuff. You know, maybe there's some food for thought, but like, yeah, that's something I don't really get with AI. It's like, okay, then make them work less, because like if they have more time to like learn the thing, then like they'll be able to do it. That's the thing with art. It's like, you just learn how to draw. Not that hard, you know? Like, I think it is like a capitalist way of being like, hey, you can make all this stuff, right? Like, while we still work you like 12 hours a week, you know, or a day, 12 hours a day. 12 hours a day. I would say, yeah, it's also crazy that they shut down, like, they decided to cut back on stars and then shut down Hollow Earth. It's like, you also, I feel like, flipped the order on that. Like, I feel like they definitely should have shut down Hollow Earth and then waited a bit and then talked about, like, stars, right? But they just didn't. They did stars first for some reason. You know, like, yeah, there was no shot Hollow Earth was making the money. Like, that was still crazy. Because, yeah, I will say with Yago, like, I do trust him that, like, in the HoloLive talents, he will treat them well. Outside of that, he hasn't really shown anything that convincing. You know? Just with how Mech Park is starting, and obviously he was head of Holostars beforehand. And yeah, I think as long as they keep doing the whole like, oh, stars needs to apply to women, right? Like they need to appeal to women. Like they're not gonna make it. Like they just need to get rid of the systemic issues within cover, and they just don't. They just don't. Because yeah, there was also like a thing in there. It was like, oh, we're prioritizing like medium term, like medium to long term profits. And it's like, dude, having the guys work with the girls is like the perfect example of that. And I just don't think they ever will do it. I mean, I think it also doesn't help that like none of the guys or girls have even brought that up either. Like, that's another thing, but I mean, I think also just with the guys, if they keep going with the whole like, well, we're just gonna keep going as stars, it's just like, I just don't think it's gonna work, man. Because again, even if they get big, like, there's just gonna be a growing, like, I feel like most Stars fans, if they get big, are gonna be either like females who are unicorns like the guys are, just, you know, like opposite male unicorns, or anti-unicorns, right? Where they're like, hey, you guys should probably be able to collab with girls, like with the girls. The girls should be able to collab with the guys. I think that's what I was trying to say. But like, yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be ugly anyway, right? Like, even if Stars is able to get a big audience, it's gonna be ugly. Like, no matter how you slice it. So like, that's why I'm like, they should get rid of it now. Like, nip it in the bud. Or bite the bullet, I guess, now. Just eat it. All of the unicorns like complained about it and crying about it. They should just eat that. Like, especially when you still have male talents, because you might be able to revive them essentially and be able to either maybe port back the male VTubers you just lost, or maybe get some new ones. But it's just like, yeah, there's 6 of them and you don't have auditions open. It's like, I don't know what you expect to do with the 6 of them. Because I assume also when that interview came out, because it was like a week ago, like Yago knew about the 6 of them leaving. So like, his response to it is so weird. And being like, oh yeah, there's 6 of them and we're gonna do this. Also with Stars, it seems like they focus more on the individuality of them, which, like, as he also said with the Regos and Flogo, like, just doesn't work, dude. Like, it's not gonna help them at all. And yeah, it seems like there's even less action from JP. I was hoping that maybe there'd be more action, but yeah, it seems like there's actually less action, which is upsetting. Yeah, like, I get like a lot of them didn't know them, but like, I just feel like on a human to human level, right? Like, because they have like the same dreams and aspirations that they do. It's like, I feel like there would still be some sense of solidarity there, but I guess not. I mean, to be fair though, it's also how the company structured it. Like, it's not super on the girls' fault, it's just how the company was structured to basically have them never interact with each other. Like, bro, the Nene knew one Holostar member. Like, that's crazy that they set up the company like that. Like, that's ridiculous. Estelle, like, Estelle's Oshi's literally Nene, and she couldn't name him. I mean, I have to watch that clip again because maybe she did. Like, maybe someone brought it up, but it's like, oh, Jesus, dude. Yeah, Corey said even in the studio things are set up in the way we don't meet. So I've never come across them. It's like of course they're gonna fail then, dude. Like, what are you expecting? And then yeah, the whole like Axel saying the stars themselves can't reach out to the girls, which I will say makes so much more sense why after like Advent and Regloss, right? Like, there's just was basically 0 collabs because yeah, oh hey, they're gonna collab with Advent now, which makes sense. Because they're like interacting with them. And even like ID slowed down, right? Because I'm sure also the interactive Advent. It's like, I mean, it makes sense, which is like, man, it is very depressing. Also, yeah, I assume Orbitite is gonna have a compilation of yeah, of the 5 to 6 years I've been Holo, I've never even run into any Holostar. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, yeah, they made sure we don't meet. It's like, man, I wonder how they failed. I wonder, man. Dolly, that's crazy. Yeah, might try to hide them. Yeah, so they had like a signature wall, I guess, and that's the only time they knew about them. Like that's insane, dude. Yeah, literally when she said, I want to use the restroom, they checked if any Holostars were around. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, because also if they're like, oh, it's to prevent scandals, apparently like they can date as long as it's not public, so it's like that also doesn't even make sense then. Like, yeah, if that was the case, like that was permitted, like I guess that would make sense, but it's like I don't even think that's true. I'm pretty sure they like can date each other as long as they aren't public about it. It's like it's just so dumb. Yeah, it's been since I wrote a clip. We'll see if he posted about it. No. I assume he's probably gonna work on that compilation of all their oh, they're saying. Like, I just feel like it's ridiculous just to be like, oh yeah, no, the Holostars weren't good enough. It's like, oh yeah, all 20 of them, right? They all sucked at streaming. It's like, yep, that's what we're supposed to believe. You know, not the fact that there's been a concerted effort to literally make them not interact with the girls at all. Like, bro, they're in the same company. Like, that's what I mean, man. You just can't run something like this and expect it to work. It's not gonna work. Like, I don't understand how they truly believe this was going to work. Because again, they can speak for themselves, man. Like, why do you need to check if Holostars are around? Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, if they don't have the 6 of them, like, do something with the girls, they're just screwed. I guess maybe not Roboru, but everybody else. And maybe it's still Noga. But yeah, I think the other 3 are just screwed if they don't put Izuru, Fuma, and Uri with the girls, or the girls do something with them. They don't have a chance. It's just ridiculous, dude. The like level incompetency on how they ran stars is just insane, dude. I don't think I've truly seen any level of incompetency this bad, dude. But not like Sacramento Kings incompetency, dude. It's like Cleveland Browns incompetency, dude. It's this bad. It is bad. Like, Jesus, man. Yeah, I guess that's most of what I wanted to say. Again, it's just so frustrating. Oh, you know what? ID, like, said stuff. Kobo, Anya, Iofi all said stuff. It's funny how it's ID that always says stuff about them. The least Like the lowest performing branch, dude. Worst performing branch. That's what it should. That's the word. The worst performing branch. Like, yeah. It's just also stupid when people are like, oh, well, they collab with Toe and like Joko and stuff. Like, that shows that they weren't gonna work. It's like, dude, Joko's not even like. She's like one of the lower performing ones. Have you seen how her music does? I don't think a single one's cracked 100,000. She's doing literally a project right now of releasing an original song every month. And none of them have hit over 100,000. Like, what do you mean, dude? Like, I can go to it. Yeah, 33,000, 43,000, and then 84,000. And then even the one she did with Noel Lammy, 64,000. Like, bruh. What do you mean? Yeah, like, it's all her, like, first songs that did well. And I think it's because they're her first songs. And more people were around then. And, like, looking at Choco. And I think also No Distance has 1 million because kind of to covered it at the one of the countdown streams. But yeah, like... It's just funny when people are like, oh, the collab with Choco doesn't work. It's like, dude, Choco's not even... She's like one of the lower tiers. Like Roboco and Choco. Like, come on, man. And then even with like Toa, they do it like once a blue moon. It's like... That's the thing also, it's like, yeah, oh, they collabed with them. It's like, yeah, dude, they did freaking... like one collab like every 3 months, and even then that's probably generous. Horses don't work. They're treated like any other freaking like corpo, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, again, I do think like idol agencies, well, not idol agencies, but like B2B agencies, like would work. It's just capitalism ruins it. Like, they're dying because of capitalism. It's not because of like the idea is necessarily bad, right? It's just capitalism is absolutely murdering it. So because yeah, I'm sure you can point to like most of the companies that have gone under their downfall due to capitalism, right? You can trace it back. I mean, literally V Shoujo, right? They hoarded like the 500,000 that Mouse raised for charity. Was it like a charity subathon? They just hoarded that and never paid it out. Like that's a big old capitalism one right there. I don't know how Idol went under, but I assume it's something similar. It's like Idol VTuber agency. Oh yeah, they changed the chroma shift, didn't they? Yeah. Oh, they're still going actually, but yeah, no, Rin was a part of it. Obviously, that happened, and then when did they go under? I thought they went under. Maybe not. Cause I thought maybe they switch. Abolishes branches, and when you find all talents only the only label of Idol. See, I wish like honestly they would do that with. Well, yeah, I guess it's. I think you can't really do that with cover though, because like there's different languages. Like I do think EN, JP, ID. I still think it should probably honestly be that. rebranded Chroma Shift in June 18, 2025. When did Rin leave? I guess maybe that's what I'm curious about. Yeah, because the founder apparently is not even there anymore. Did it have that? Because I saw it was like, oh, it was like Ren announced that they... Hang on. Control 5 talents decided to become independent. Oh yeah, their acquisition by Brave Group. Which, yeah, that was kind of a capitalist thing, I think. Did they ever bring a Brave Group again? Oh yeah, July 31st, their acquisition by Brave Group. And they stepped down from CEO. So yeah, they got bought. So yeah, that's also kind of a capitalist thing. Turn into a monopoly. So yeah, even then, I thought they like went under though, because of what Rin was talking about. But yeah, no, I guess not. It's just they were bought by a company and they could leave if they wanted to. And Rin was one of those that made the decision to leave it. Yeah. It's just so frustrating. I say so much, but like truly, it is so frustrating how it came down to this. Because it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have at all. I mean, yeah, maybe they'll say something on their streams, because I know Lapis did. So maybe Orbitai is also going to be on the pulse on that, but... I'll see, apparently there's another thing going on. Actually, they could have been referring to, yeah, is Luminara literally another... Because actually, yeah, I'm bringing that up. Yeah, apparently Luminara was a V2ing group. Do they have Zentreya? Because I know Zen talked about them. That's a lot of people even. Did like Zen join it or something? I know Zen joined something. But okay, Zen wasn't a part of this. I think she's a part of something else. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this, but... It seems like there was... real bad. Oh, Luminar percent was assigned talent to get money from investors. Hey, capitalism again, baby! Man, capitalism really is ruining freaking VTuber and HCs. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's what they're referring to, the person I saw. Yeah. Capitalism again. It strikes again. Yeah. So yeah, there's another implosion. It's a great day for the VTubing community. Yeah, this is also probably why, like, I don't think this also helps with our perception, you know, just with all of these companies. I think it also just really doesn't. Good lord. It's freaking insane, dude. I didn't even know Luminara existed. I think it had like 10k. 10k followers on their Twitter. Ah, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, that's not great. I see the Reddit and what he's been outed as. Yeah, that's not great. That's real bad. Yeah, I had what, 4K? Oh, that's a different person. That's not the company. That's crazy. Just find them. Are they just like on? VTuber production brand. Oh, so are they like Mythic then, maybe? Or kind of in that line? Yeah, that might be more. They're not like in the Hololive type thing. They're more in like closer to like a Mythic. Yeah, no, that's not great. Like, ugh. I do think though also with Japan, like it's gonna be a lot harder to kill Corpus. Right. I mean, something would really have to go awry, I think. Alright, yeah. Great day for the VTubing community. Another great day. Yeah, I think I'll get out of here. I think I loaded stuff like 15 minutes ago and then I kept going. Yeah. I do stand by what I say though, that I think VTubing agencies can work, it's just capitalism above all kind of screws them over. Like, I still think that's true. Because I don't think just something like a Hololive or something like that is inherently a bad idea at all. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow then for something else. Oh god, I burped. That was not great. Something else then, I guess. So yeah. I like Dokapon, right? Because that was what I was going to do, and then this happened. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. So goodbye.